Welcome back to my F1 25 driver career. This is part number 45 today for the Singapore Grand Prix Season 3 round number 13. If you missed the previous episode at Baku, then regularly go and check that one out because it will explain why I'm now just 10 points behind championship leader Charles Leclerc. But there is nothing that Leclerc has said. He is fully focused on winning this race. Now, I sort of made a little bit of a mistake here. I should have waited a little bit to see if we could get a final upgrade, but I just went around and purchased and made some upgrades safe. As well as we got an engine regulation reset that's not really going to do anything for us really. In terms of R&D upgrades that I'd like, front downforce and DRS definitely could be on the list, as well as weight redistribution, potentially tyre wear. Those are the four that I'm interested in. I'm probably going to wait and see what we've got now. We have also got rain for the start of the race, so that should help with the tyre wear because tyre wear is a lot better in the rain than it is in the dry. In terms of R&D, Aston Martin, the fastest team. I know it's laughable compared to what they've experienced so far this year. We're just a smudge behind McLaren, and Ferrari have joined us too. Haas and Audi have also brought upgrades here in Singapore, so we'll have to wait and see what they produce as we move then into qualifying here at Singapore. Obviously it is a dry qualifying, and straight away things in qualifying didn't exactly go to plan.
Bear with us a few minutes. I'm afraid we're losing hydraulic pressure. There's a leak somewhere in the system, so just sit tight for a bit.
This is something that, interestingly, away from that issue, Oscar Piastri, who first lap was P18 there, but he did have a little bit of a moment there. So they are susceptible, is that the right word? I don't know, but yeah, to making the mistakes. It's just that we obviously haven't seen enough of that in F1 25. Now, my first lap was good enough for only P11. Singapore isn't a great track for me. It used to be a great track until they changed the curves, basically. When they redid the curves on the F1 games, it basically meant that this track became horrible for me as well. I've actually lost some time at the end of the start of the middle sector. I'm going to gain that back now as well. I'm going to slide it through here. Yes, come on now, stick to the right, what we used to be the Singapore sling. It's not anymore, sadly, as we go then over the right hander here, and then over the Anderson Bridge, which of course very tight, then into the player OP traction corner, which is basically where I gain all the time in the world over the AI, and that's going to give me not purple middle sector just yet, and it is slightly slower than Piastri's time as well, who's stumbling down the order. Now I need to try and get this section here where the AI are just seem to have a little bit of well, they're not actually okay. It's this section here now on the run up to the final corner where they are OP. I shall show that in the race, but up to the line it's only 4.5 tenths of improvement. Lost a little bit of time out the final couple of corners there, and it's only good enough for P6, so it's not the end of the world. But Leclerc 28.9, a legal lap, that is, ladies and gentlemen, illegal. His teammates 1.9 seconds slower than him. Yeah, he is going to be unstoppable in today's video, isn't he? Well, we'll have to wait and see what I can do then from 6th place on the grid. It's going to be damage limitation. Can I at least get P2? Fingers crossed. It's time for the race then for today's Singapore Grand Prix. So we are down the grid. Race strategy is a no stop on Inters, but I believe we'll be switching now. That I don't know how long that rain's going to last, so it could be hard, it could be mediums, who knows. It's going to be one of the two depending on how long this rain lasts. 5 lights then, the Singapore Grand Prix with a wet start, and away we go. And it's an okay start considering the fact I've got in the wet the starting speed of a tub of lard, and now I'm going to go on the inside of, I think that was Antonelli and Albon. Can I go around the outside of Alonso and Russell there in the Russell and the other Mercedes there? No, I can't. Up to P4 though. Now I'm going to try and get his positions as well. Leclerc seems to have had a good start in the rain. Of course, this is supposed to be such a weaker track for him. You know, this is not a power track, but yet he's still, look at the gap on the mini-map he's got, as Alonso and Russell are still fighting. I need to get in front of these two if I'm going to have any chance of stemming this Leclerc unstoppability. Down the inside then of Alonso and up the position up to P3. So it's been an okay start. Made a couple of positions up. You know, a little bit of a, actually had a little bit of the rear swinging out there as well on that replay camera, and it's just a textbook manoeuvre down the inside that corner as well. However, I started to struggle in the rain until I set purple middle sector. So yeah, but look at that, I'm actually closed in. Look, Russell actually went away, but then look at that, 3/10 Russell gained, 4/10 actually in the final sector as well. By lap 6 the rain has completely stopped and Alonso has caught back up to me again, which is not that great. I'm hoping for a good pit stop here. Maybe we can jump Russell. Antonelli's going to carry on, so that's going to be, he's going to lose a load of time. As I pull into my pit, hoping for a quick stop from Gary.
Cannot be serious!
4.4 Gary. 4.4. You have one job to give me a quick pit stop. And I'm behind Alonso. And Leclerc and Russell are far ahead. I mean, if these hards are not quick for me, that could be it. I'm not joking. I've got a warning. I need to get in front of Alonso ASAP, but unable to get in front of him here. 3/10 through here, but watch this. Watch this joke. So a little bit of a curve there. I would have lost a tenth a bit. And then just look at this. Look at this. Look at the timing. It's going up 8/10 now. It was 3/10, remember, at 1.9/10. And he's out DRS. And he's gone. That's Alonso gone. There's Antonelli, who actually didn't lose that much time on the Inters compared to what I thought he was as well. Behind me, that is Lando Norris making a move. Rare move here at Singapore. It has been quite a dull race as well. You know, Leclerc domination could bore fans, ladies and gentlemen. The fastest man, however, on track is Oscar Piastri. He had a pretty poor qualifying as well. Obviously, he's coming back through the field now, so we'll see him in his late charge. He is really going very quickly on those hard tyres as well. I've got Antonelli behind me. Alonso's caught up to George Russell, and both of them are behind Charles Leclerc. But this is awful. Leclerc's gaining 13 points. But maybe, just maybe, the F1 gods will save us. George Russell is all over the back of Leclerc, and George Russell with DRS is going to go through and take the lead from Russell. So, you know, that potentially could save this championship. There's just a 6 points rather than losing 13 as well. However, the F1 gods then stopped smiling on me as Leclerc decided, I'm unstoppable this race. I'm going to take the lead. I want to be 23 points in front as well. So, yeah. At this point, tyre wear, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that disgusting rear tyre wear on the rears. 23 and 24%. Antonelli has made contact with me, by the way, and here's the replay on board. He's again losing out. I mean, it's nothing really, but he's gone very wide there. Oh, sorry, deep, excuse me, as well. Meanwhile, Piastri is on the charge. Again, you can see we're just up the road there. Norris has actually joined up to back of Antonelli, and Piastri round the outside of Alex Albon as well is up another position as well. So you moves then to the lap 21, the penultimate lap of this race. It has been very dull, as well as I've gone wide and gone. I almost died there. I almost had a race ending instant there. That you know, half spinning as well, getting too wide, and then the rears just lit up like there was no tomorrow as well. And that, you know, that was it. Antonelli actually dropped out. You know, I had great pace through the middle sector, but then his final couple of corners are just where the AI are just OP in their traction. I just lose so much time, and the tyre wear being 34% is not helpful. So this has been a disaster. The pit stop was a disaster. The strategy, well, it was all right, but the hard tyres, the tyre wear was a disaster here today, and that really hindered my ability to get anything more from this car. My fastest lap was actually faster than Leclerc, but my ability to keep in the 34s was ebbed away by stupid tyre wear as well. It really is poor on this game compared to the AI as well, and Sainz didn't even get a point as well. Even Behrman, even Hamilton came through as well. Yes, 23 points. It's going to be difficult, to be honest. I can't see it a way back, but we'll have to wait and see. We've got 3 rounds left. Whatever happens, I'm still planning for Brazil to be a 100% race. In terms of the constructors, that's pretty dead as well, because Sainz isn't scoring any points. So, yes, for me, Leclerc's won 4 races. He's unstoppable. To be fair, he probably deserves to win without some real upgrades, and I don't think we're going to get upgrades. I've only got 630 R&D points. USA is just around the corner as well, and then it's a triple head for Mexico and Brazil, so I don't see us getting any upgrades on, personally speaking, improving this car. So it's going to take a miracle. The F1 gods will have to smile on me and give me a miracle in order to win this championship. For Norris, you know, he had an even worse day than me. You know, he thought winning at Baku, that's it. I'm golden. You know, I'm back in this. He was 24 points. He's now like 46 points behind. Pretty much out of it once again. So that, ladies and gentlemen, was the Singapore Grand Prix. It was very boring, which is why I cut a lot out of it for you, so you guys didn't have to see that. Look at that terrible run that Sainz is on, by the way. He scored 8 points plus a sprint race, and that's it since he won in Spain. Has he been cursed or something by winning his home Grand Prix? If you look at the race results in the first half, he was a championship challenger. He was leading the championship at one point, for goodness sake. And look where he is now. But yes, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you have enjoyed. If you did leave a like, I'd just like to say a huge thank you for watching these videos. We've got 3 rounds left. I want to end this career mode series in style before... and that will then lead on into the next series, which will be Forza Horizon 6. Because I imagine there's going to be a bit of delay between the end of this series and the start of F1 26 DLC content. So that's why I think we'll go and do a bit of that series. Not entirely sure what I'm going to do on there. So if you've got things you want to see, I know there's a racetrack. So I remember, if you recall back to my Forza Horizon 5 series, I got cars and basically drove a Pacific car and then did some events in those cars, and then also then did a jump. My plan for Forza Horizon 6, because it's a racetrack, instead of doing a jump, I'm going to do a timed lap at the end of each episode. And we'll see, and I'll put the final episode, I'll put a whole load of cars around. I've seen there's a delivery truck in the game, so that'll probably be the lowest as well. But yes, until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care, thank you so much for watching, enjoy your day, and goodbye.